Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome. This is going to be a reading for the new year. Okay, so we're just going to get right into it and see an overall energy. What is the overall energy for Sagittarius? Overall energy for Sagittarius. The World and the Hanged Man in reverse. This is something similar that others are getting. The World and the Hanged Man in reverse. So you feel like something is upside down, or you feel like something is yet to be understood or learned. You are in a position where you're not complete or finished with something. There is something that you are letting be. You're letting it be. But it's not over. It's not, you might be in a place where you're in a different culture of some kind, or you are around a different you're around a different group of people. You might feel like you're far away from something that actually enlightens you in a sort of way. Three of Inspiration, yeah. You feel like you're far away from someone or something. This is something that you're looking into the future about. This is something that has options. There is potential. And you're not quite sure where the potential is going. You're not quite sure if it's going in the way that you want it to, because you know that your hands are tied, kind of thing. You know that you're being led. There's something intuitive here. Something that you're waiting for. The Knight of Materials, yeah. This is something that moves slowly. The good news is with both of these, it's showing that this is positive. Like, this is growing in a positive direction. And even though there's like a wait and you're in this process of like looking forward and waiting, what is progressing forward is beautiful, and it is something that is going to grow. I just heard immensely. I don't like to say I just heard, but I really did. Immensely. It will grow immensely. Things might be a mess right now, like chaotic. Yeah, it seems like they're chaotic. But it's beautiful. It's like, it might even be something that you're reminded, this is when you come back around to it, that this is a beautiful experience. It's just taking a while. The Star in reverse. Your inspiration might be lost. Like, you might feel like you're lost, or you're being led in a different direction. There's something about you saying like something like, oh, I didn't know. But deeply you had a feeling that things were going to go in a certain way. It's like you're waiting. So something is slow. Your trust is chaos. Like, you might not feel like you're trusting the situation very well. The Magician, but then you come out anyways. Yeah, it's like This could be a performance, but you're still the magician, so you make this work. There's something about you saying, like, oh, I didn't know, but then it turns out to be like you turn in this direction where you're the master in some way. Hmm. You have something that you're pulling on, you're working with, you're measuring. You're measuring something and its level and its direction. This is something that's taking time. It's a slow process. And then, like, it feels like even as slow as it goes, something gets knocked over. And you feel like you feel like there's hope, but you're just like, where is it going? Like, you might actually feel like a light, like some sort of like light that hits you from a different direction. And you can actually measure something and how, where it's coming from. Like there, but it's small. Like it's something small that it doesn't show as much, but it's measurable in some way. If that makes any sense. Like you're like, oh, something that you felt like was a loss of hope in a different direction, it is measurable somehow. But so there's hope for the future. You feel like you're glowing though, or this is like sticking out somehow. Like this is shining or it's very obvious. So this means that there's something very obvious about your place in this change that is beautiful. It's bright, it's brilliant, but it's just obvious. And so someone could actually be wondering, like, or could actually be timing this, like, when exactly is Sagittarius going to progress with the situation? Two of emotions in reverse. You're not with this person. You're not connected to this person at this time. But it's like an underground railroad type of light. That could work. It's messy. There's something messy about it that could work in your favor. You don't feel close to this person though right now. Like you're just like, "Oh, hi from the other side." It's a large because of this. This keeps telling me it's large. It's something larger than life in a way, or very a big experience. But it's a dance. And so you're gathering what you have to work with in your future, even though you're not sure where things are going. The Muse of Voices and the Ace of Inspiration. You know this is something beyond, this is something powerful, something special. You know what this is. The Hierophant in reverse. What else for Sagittarius? The Eight of Materials in reverse. And something else that just came to me was all of the other things fall through. So like for example, if you've ever heard the saying, like, don't lean on your own understanding. Yeah, don't lean all on your own understanding. Some of this understanding falls through when you discover the measure of which this has a plan, the plan is, if that makes sense. But this catches you off guard a little bit. You're not so sure about, you might not be sure about measuring something. You might feel like it's not something you would do well with. And then once again, this shows saying you would, it's just that it takes time and it's overwhelming at the first glance. At the first glance, something is overwhelming, but then you know that you figure it out. The sun. There's something like humorous about you saying, oh, that's silly. Oh, that's the way that goes. Especially with what she had, let's see. Whatever she's wearing on top of her head is so silly. It's like, oh, well, I guess that's how we were going to do that. It's almost like something just, you didn't even notice it. You weren't even paying attention, and then suddenly it was there. And you're like, okay, this could have to do with a hair day. Like maybe you got your hair cut in a certain way. The Magician. This has to do with something you don't feel like would connect well with you and someone else, and that you almost feel like you're just like, no, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I would be that great at that. The sun is very beautiful. It's shining a light on the situation. What is the situation? The Three of Voices is the situation. The Four of Emotions in reverse. It's something you're just like, no, I don't feel comfortable. Like, you're saying it's something where you could be saying, let's not go there. I don't want to go there. You might feel urgent, rushed. So this is the situation. It's with the sun. So with the light that shines in, it reminds you of the parts of this that are not so uncomfortable. What else for Sagittarius? You're like, I don't want that to be there. Ace of Cups and Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is just one of those like urgent things. It's where you're like back and forth. You're doing multiple things at once, but you're like avoiding a person, or you feel like you're just avoiding the situation because it could get uncomfortable. What is the outcome? Eight of Wands, Seven of Swords in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. The outcome is this is continuing. Whoops. Eight of Wands is like there's a lot of progression forward. I think you just don't want to like be embarrassed. Something like that. You don't want to be embarrassed. Or you just don't want to deal with something. What is the outcome? You're like, no, that's so obvious. The Knight of Voices in reverse. For now, you're going to stay away from the situation, or you're going to avoid it, or you're going to turn away. There's other options. What is the outcome? Okay. Muse of Inspiration on the side. It's not something that you're encountering right now. It's not something that you're wanting to encounter right now. But this is an overall exciting situation. Two hands are better than one, is what I heard. Two hands are better than one. Um, it's kind of like chaotic, but it's exciting. Whatever this is exciting and chaotic at the same time. And with the Eight of Wands, it also is showing that there's momentum forward. So, with that being said, thank you, Sagittarius. I hope this has been helpful and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye.